Good morning, everybody. So we get to do my part, or I get to do my part on this McGoon sign. And I love to do the sanding. I don't know why, but that's like, I love to sand. Everybody else hates it. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of clean up some of this loose hairy stuff here. Clean this up. I love this little knot right here. What is that, like a burl, I think it's called?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and so I'm just going to clean it up all the way around, and then Eric will take it from there. So, here we go. Oh, I'm just using the Cling Spore 60 grit round with the orbital sander. I didn't use the disc sander simply because I'm not taking a lot off. This is just the hairy stuff and cleaning it and smoothing it out. So I'm going to use the 60 and then I'm going to go back with a 120, kind of smooth it out a little bit better there. So here we go. Okay, so I left a little bit of the brown on there because I think it adds character to it. It's not furry or hairy. It's not going to just peel off. And now I'm just going to go back over it with a 120 and smooth it out a little bit. Quick and easy. So now I'm just going to go back and I'm going to do the other side, and then Eric can have it back. And I've done my part. So anyway, we will move on to the next step.
All right, guys, so here's where we're at. I am getting ready to spray the black. I'm going to use the primer on this one. That's kind of my normal go-to, although I could use the black spray stencil ink as well. For those of you that are brand new, remember you want a flat black primer or paint, but make sure if it has paint in the description at all that it's matte finish. If it's anything other than that, you very well could have bleeding. Anyway, that's kind of redundant to most everybody that's watching, but I've masked off, being as we want this all natural wood on the edges, and I want to minimize my sanding as much as possible. We kind of took a few minutes. Vicki likes to mask off, so I let her kind of take over on the masking. She likes to do that. Anyway, so we're just going to spray the all the carving. Again, I go nice short spurts. This thing's kind of sputtering a little bit here. That's why we've got everything pretty much masked. But I like nice short spurts. I never really have had an issue with the this white poplar bleeding, but I don't like to take any chances. I don't like to overspray on anything. So that is pretty much my process there. I did have to do, like I mentioned, I had to do a little bit more fill on the M there, but I think I got everything filled up, I hope. Filled with a knot. I had to use Starbond, and there was a couple places that still needed to be filled there. So I did that and sanded that off before we came on camera. So the good thing about this primer is it dries pretty fast. especially on a day like today, although it is starting to cool down out here in the desert. But it won't take this long to dry, and then I'll probably let that set for a few minutes, turn it upside down, catch any little spots that I might have missed. Then when we come back, we'll be doing some sanding. All right, guys, let's see what it looks like. Did I get it all? I think so. All right, there it is. Looks good. I like it. So the next step is we will come back and we will get a finish on this thing. Then we got to move on to painting. So we'll be right back. All right, guys, let's put a finish on this thing. So I've been talking about it for a while. Total Boat was generous enough to send us some of this Halcyon clear, this clear varnish, and I've been wanting to try it. It just, the project hasn't come up, but finally I'm gonna try this. And this is good for exterior, UV resistant. I love this little pour bag, reusable. So this is what the Halcyon looks like in the jar. I'm gonna use the critter. Like you guys saw last week, I completely took this critter apart and cleaned it last week, but you guys already know that. If you haven't watched the Facebook Live where I took this apart, took all this mechanism apart and cleaned it, it's spraying much better now. So thanks again to Total Boat for sending us some of this Halcyon, and we're going to spray some right now. So I have got my my air pressure at about 50 pounds, and we are going to clear coat this thing all over. So let's see. Here we go. This goes on very clear. I will probably end up putting on 4 or 5 coats.
Is it shiny?
It is gloss, yes. So this is, I think they have it in satin and matte finish, but I prefer gloss in all my finishes. All right. Now let's do the edge. This is where having that lazy Susan really pays off. All right, let's see which way is up and which way is down. All right, let's turn it around. Sorry, guys. Let's see if it'll stand up there. I think it will. All right, here we go. Well, this stuff is clear. I've got the air pressure set at 50 pounds, so I may want to up it just a little bit, but it actually is going on really smooth. Normally I would spray this with it laying flat, but I wanted you guys to have a vertical shot at it. So, and the drying time is fairly quick, I believe. I'm going to move this lazy Susan and so I can lay it down flat. And here's my little tack strips just so the backside can dry as well. So we will come back when we've got 3 or 4 coats on this. I'll probably lightly sand it in between coats, and once I've got 3 or 4 coats on this, then we're going to come back and Vicky's going to do some painting. I said we, but she has volunteered to do it all. Woohoo! All right, guys, we'll be back in a minute.
Hi guys, welcome back. So now it's my turn and I get to paint this McGoon sign.
Woohoo!
And I just knocked over
Party time.
my cup. Sorry about that. Okay, so Eric has about 5 coats of the Halcyon, Total Boat Halcyon finish on this sign. And we've got a bunch of different colors that we're going to do. I'm going to start with this little hat. It's going to be tan. And we're using the one-shot, where's the front? I guess it is the front. Anyway, we're using the one-shot paints. And I mixed a little bit of brown, white, and just a dab of the, what is that? Chrome yellow to make my tan for this hat. And I think it came out pretty good. Not bad.
Looks good.
All right, so here we go. Wish me luck. I think I'm going to have to stand up on this because of the angle. So Eric talked me into painting.
Oh, I thought you volunteered.
No.
Oh, I got that backwards, I guess.
Yeah, never happened. Actually, I didn't. I don't think I put up too much of a fight.
You didn't. I was surprised. Geez, that's not that much different color than just the board.
No,
I didn't even think about that till you started applying it.
One of the got the little noses done. Now I'm going to start on the actual brown part of the bear. So I'm going to do his feet, not his toes, because his toes are going to be the same color as his nose. So we're going to start with the feet, and then we're going to come up and we're going to get these little parts here that are kind of hard, and then go from there. So, little feet. So now I'm going to go ahead and go over to this one, and then once this color's done and we go on to our next color, then we'll come back and we'll take it from there.
All right, we are back. So Vicki has moved on to now coloring the overalls on that particular bear, and those are going to be blue, and then the overalls on the second bear over there I think is going to be orange. So it's the next morning, and the brown and the tan are all dry. So rather than trying to do this all at one time, we had some time, so there's no sense in trying to, we're taking a chance and
Putting my hand in the brown again.
yeah. Again, did you do it already?
I did.
Well, it doesn't look like you spread it anywhere. It wasn't
Actually I did, but because of the finish it came right off.
Well, there's another good reason to put a finish on first.
Yeah.
to cut this off here because I know this video is going to be long as it is. Vicki will finish up this blue. We'll come back and do the orange. Okay, so the blue is all done over there.
We did the fish too.
The fish are both done. One of the fish is under the plate there. And now Vicki's moving on to the orange.
So for the orange, I mixed the chrome yellow and some red. Make it nice and orangey.
That's pretty orange.
Yep. And I'm just going to finish up this orange. And then we'll come back. When we come back, I'll do the nose, the toes, and then the letters.
Alright guys, so we're moving on with the painting. Vicki's been doing a lot on this. Both the bears are done except for the nose and the toes. And then the white letters on the McGoons. But they're coming out really cool. Vicki's doing a great job. We've decided to leave the bottom part right there. Decided to leave those bottom pads just wood color, as well as the fishing poles. Those are going to be wood color too. But the letters are going to be white, and then the nose and the toes are going to be kind of a darker color.
Almost like a dark gray.
So again, so you guys just, in case you're just tuning in, well, that label's kind of all messed up, but this is the one-shot oil-based, and this stuff is formulated for pinstriping on cars, but it works. Someone had told me about it a couple years ago, and it works terrific for wood signs as well.
You said especially if it's going outside?
Yes, because they're oil-based and made for exterior. Well, the fact that they're oil-based, that's not that big a deal, but it's formulated for exterior use on metal cars, so it'll certainly, I've never seen it fail actually on wooden signs, and I've been using it for quite a while now, a couple of years I think.
Alright guys, so I'm just going to finish this up, finish up the toes and the nose, and then we will be back and you can see the completed project.
We'll be back. All right, boys and girls, there it is. Vicki got everything painted on there. It's got, like we had gone over, it's got at least 5, maybe 6 coats of Halcyon exterior finish on it. So we're really happy with the way it came out. We're going to be delivering it this next week to Glenn, our bookkeeper. And we just want to say another great big thank you to Total Boat for the amazing products. I really like the Halcyon stuff. I'm going to be using more of it now that I figured out how to use it in the critter. So anyway, hope this was helpful to you guys. Hope you liked it. Please give us a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, we'd love for you to subscribe and click that little bell icon so you get notified when we post videos, which is every day, sometimes twice a day. Anyway, guys, thanks again so much for all the support. Thanks for the love. Hope you like this, and we will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.